Hello folks, my name is General from Golden State Times. Welcome back to the newsroom, and today I have a breaking news story. This one comes courtesy of goldenstatetimes.com, and as you guys can read by the title, CBS reporter is in hot water over deceptive tweet accusing President Trump of lying. And the thing that she accused him of lying is about the FBI stealing 3 of his passports that have now been confirmed it is actually true. So again, this comes courtesy of goldenstatetimes.com. Again, that's www.goldenstatetimes.com. And it says CBS Evening News anchor Norah O'Donnell at CBS News is in hot water over her tweets about President Trump's passports, with some gripping that she played it too fast and loose with her sources. Actually, her source. Only one source. It says O'Donnell tweeted Monday that she had been told by a DOJ official, 1, that the FBI was not, quote, not in possession of Trump's 3 passports, which contradicted the president's statement that his travel documents were taken, seized, stolen by the FBI. The same FBI who searched his Florida home last week at that raid at Mar-a-Lago. But the anchor attributed the information to one single source, a big no-no according to CBS News, which has a strict two-source protocol. Two-source protocol. So people over at CBS are very angry at her. They added that the tweets also made it sound like O'Donnell was calling the former president a liar. So one source over there at CBS said in a statement, this is an embarrassment for CBS and that of the network, because they can't even make a second call to the Justice Department to make sure that her source, the first source, was actually correct. It's journalism 101. That's what they said. So they want to make sure that every single source is checked twice. 2 sources and double, triple, quadruple checked. But she just went right past that and just published whatever she wanted. Why? Because she's a Trump hater. That's the reason why it says this is an embarrassment for CBS. That's what her colleagues are saying. So, as Golden State Times reported earlier today, the FBI returned all 3 of the passports to President Trump. And they falsely claimed, that 2 of the passports were expired and 1 was still active, which is 100% false. 2 of the passports are current. 1 of them was expired. So President Trump's diplomatic passport is current. President Trump's regular passport as a citizen is current. And 1 of them that is also of President Trump's passports as a citizen was expired. But the FBI said, no, 2 of them expired, 1 of them was still current, which is false. It says that in a written statement to reporters, a CBS representative defended O'Donnell in a series of tweets. So according to that CBS representative, Donald Trump publicly alleged that his passports were stolen and in the hands of the FBI. As part of normal reporting procedures, our reporter inquired the DOJ about this and whether if they had Donald Trump's passports. They replied that they did not. The representative went on to say, our reporting reflected that it was true then and it is true now that the FBI was not in possession of his passports at that time. And as the tweets thread made clear, any items that were not contained in the warrant would be returned. But they still, even then, Even if at the time that they wrote that tweet, the FBI was saying that they didn't exist, still didn't reflect the fact that he lied. Because he wasn't lying. They just jumped the gun. They lied. That reporter lied and jumped the gun at the same time. She couldn't wait for the facts to come out. She just wanted a hit piece on Trump as soon as possible. Why? Because she's a Trump hater. And why at CBS is because they are fake news. Corrupt to the core fake news. So, one source within CBS, because the person that just said this, that it was true at the time and all that stuff, just what I just, the statement that I just read, that was by a representative of CBS. But sources within CBS are very angry because she couldn't wait. She wanted the hit piece now. So that same source said in a statement, it's still bad journalism. She didn't ask if the passports were ever in their possession. She didn't say no longer in possession. The source went on to say, quote, she was desperate. It doesn't look good. If you're going to attack the president and call him a liar, you shouldn't tweet such a thing. CBS insiders explained that generally any news reported by the news division must be confirmed by at least two people, or else it is in violation of the network standards and practicing rules. A story can be sourced to a single company spokesperson, but in O'Donnell's case, it is unclear if the DOJ official is indeed a press representative or just an anonymous source. So in other words, it could be a clerk, it could be a secretary, it could be anything, right? Oh, I have a cousin that works at the DOJ. Oh, really? What does he do? Well, he's a janitor, you know. Let me ask him. Hey, Bob, is it true that the DOJ has, the FBI took Trump's passports on behalf of the DOJ? Is that true? I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so, though. Okay, well, my source said, that's how it works over there at CBS. Their source can be anyone. Anyone. From the janitor to the cook, the night security guard. It could be anybody over there at CBS. So it goes on to say that O'Donnell wrote in her thread, according to a DOJ official, again, DOJ official could be anybody, the FBI is not in possession of former President Trump's passports. Let me show you guys that tweet real quick. According to DOJ official, the FBI is not in possession of former President Trump's passports. Trump had accused the FBI of stealing his 3 passports during the search of his Mar-a-Lago home. She followed up by tweeting, "We're also learning tonight that if any items not contained in the warrant were retrieved during the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, they will be returned." And that's true, because later on, when they returned President Trump's three passports, a DOJ official told President Trump's representative, "We have learned that filter agents seized 3 passports belonging to President Trump, 2 expired and 1 being active as a diplomatic passport. We are returning them and they will be ready for pickup at the WFO at 2 p.m. I am traveling, but somebody else can give you a copy or whatever." So here they're confirming that it's true. Again, she did not wait for the facts to come out. She just wanted a hit piece as soon as possible on Trump. On her show, which aired nearly an hour before she sent out the tweets, O'Donnell said, quote, a source tells CBS News it is possible that the passports were swept up in the search, and if so, they will be returned. Isn't that crazy? An hour before, in her show, which aired nearly an hour before she sent out the tweets, the tweet that I just showed you right now. Let me show it to you one more time. This tweet right here. So an hour before this tweet, she said on her show, a source tells CBS News it is possible that the passports were swept up in the search, and if so, they would be returned. So in other words, they were just grabbing whatever the heck they wanted. They weren't even looking for specific things. They were just saying, oh, this says Trump on it, let's take it. Oh, this says Trump on it, let's take it. Don't forget, we also reported here at Golden State Times that they targeted First Lady Melania Trump. They went into her closet and trashed it. They went into President Trump's private residence and trashed it. They went into his office and ransacked it. We asked the question earlier when we confirmed that President Trump was 100% correct. We asked the question, where were the passports? All three of them. Where were they? Were they in the boxes that they seized? Were they in his private residence, let's say on a nightstand, on a dresser, inside a cabinet in his private residence, or were they in his office? How can they just get swept up and not put onto the inventory list of everything that they seized? Why were they not in there? That's extremely important papers. You can't just brush off passports. Those are one of the most important papers you can possibly have, other than your social security card or your driver's license, your birth certificate. Passports are extremely important papers. That is how you travel in and out of the country. But according to the FBI, oh yeah, somehow it ended up in our possession. Somehow, No, it was stolen. It was seized illegally. So let us know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comment section below. This CBS reporter should retract, not only on air, but also on her Twitter and possibly on cbsnews.com, and say, hey, you know what? I am a despicable, air quote, reporter that didn't want to wait for the truth. I just wanted a hit piece on Trump as soon as possible. I deceived you, American public, that still watches, the little few that still watches. And I shall put my head down in shame for being such a dishonorable, despicable, and dishonest person, anchor, and reporter. Good night. That's all she'll say. That's all she should say. Because at the end of the day, that's exactly what she is. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you guys think about this whole situation in the comment section below? Do you even watch CBS? When was the last time you guys tuned in to CBS? Let me know in the chat. In the comments. If you're new to the channel, we encourage you to subscribe. Because unlike CBS, we don't report fake news here at Golden State Times. We just give it to you as it is. Facts. No commentary. No opinion. The fake news media will not tell you that the FBI is lying and saying that 2 of the passports are expired and 1 of them is active. The fake news media will not tell you that that is not true. That in fact, 2 of them are active and 1 of them was expired, just like President Trump said. So if you want the news, the whole news, with no commentary, no opinion, just facts, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. You visit our website, goldenstatetimes.com, because we're not going to do what she did. That is despicable. So make sure you visit our website, goldenstatetimes.com, for real news. Subscribe to the channel. Click the thumbs up button. And share this video on social media and let everyone know that she lied. That she's a liar. Thank you so much for joining us here at Golden State Times. We hope that you're having a blessed day. And make sure that you join us for the next report coming very soon. If you missed any of our previous videos, it should be coming up on your screen. Thank you so much, folks, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.